Hey guys, Crazypostman here on an extremely windy day. So apologies for any future wind noise here. I've come with some bad news. This is the Luba 1 version 2 that I got from the warranty replacement. When I took it out on its first mow, it decided it didn't want to charge. So I don't really know what's going on there. I made a short the night that it happened. It was Saturday when it happened, and today, as of filming, it is Monday. I sent the logs into Momotion and I haven't heard anything back yet from the customer support. So the first thing I think of is this one they sent to me that was refurbished is a dud. Maybe that's why the person returned it in the first place, because it wouldn't charge right. But there is some known issues with Luba 1 charging bases and Luba 1 power bricks not being that reliable, so I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it just happened to go bad right when this one was coming in for its first charge. I mean, stranger things have happened. So what I did is I brought a spare Luba, I brought a spare charging base, and a spare power brick. So we're gonna find out for sure what the problem is today. So in case you didn't watch my YouTube short, here's the current situation. It will perform a task, and when it gets back to the charging station, it will back into the charging station, but it only charges for like 5 seconds. And then the charging fails and it pulls forward again, and then it tries to back up again. It'll charge for 5 seconds and the charging fails again. We're going to do some experimentation and see what the problem is here today. So the first thing I'm gonna try is I'm gonna go get the spare Luba out of my trunk, and we're gonna see if it charges in this charging station without having a problem. So here is all the spare supplies I got. You can see I've crammed a Luba in there. We got a spare charging base over there with all our spare accessories. We're gonna back this guy up into the charging station and see if this charges. This is the extra Luba that I have that I know works. Whoa. All right, I'm gonna tell it to back in automatically now. It should be able to find the charging station, and it did. Okay, it shows charging in the app. I don't know if y'all can see that. And now it quit charging. So it charged for a few seconds and quit charging. So maybe this is a power supply problem. This is a completely separate Luba here from this one. So I might have been a little premature to blame Momotion on sending me a bum Luba, because my Luba is doing the same thing. It just happened to be a crazy coincidence that the charging station went out when I got the new Luba. So let's go ahead and change out the power brick and see if that fixes it. So here's the old charging brick. It's blinking green. I don't know if that's bad or good. Let's go ahead and plug in the new one here. Okay, now since they're from the same generation, this will fit. So you can see the replacement power brick is blinking just like the old one is. So that doesn't mean anything's wrong yet, I guess. I got a screen recording going in the app. We're gonna try to send this guy back home now. Home, start. There we go. See here in the app if it starts charging. Okay, it's charging. Lights are flashing. Oh, same thing. I don't know. Same thing. That's crazy. So now we know that it's not the charging brick, because I just replaced the charging brick. It says it's charging in the app. It's trying to back up again. And it's pulling forward. This is crazy. All right, so I don't know what's going on here. Let me stop poor Luba here. Hit that stop button there. So that kind of tells us a few things. It's not the power brick, unless both of them just happen to be bad, which I don't believe at all. So I guess the only thing left to try now is the whole charging station. So I'll set this other charging station up and plug it in, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I've got out the spare charging base and it's plugged into the spare brick. So everything about this should work. And I got the Luba out that I know works. So let's try this. Let's see. Go home and start. It should lock right in. Yep. Locked into that IR signal. I'm watching the screen here. Okay, says it's charging. And it's charging. It didn't try to reverse a second time. Now I have the stupid light covered up on this one here because it was annoying me. Yeah, it's flashing. So let's try that again. I will pull this off the charger here. Out a few feet in front, but not too far that it won't see the IR signal, because this doesn't have any kind of map here, so it's going to depend on that IR signal to know where home is. Let's see if it works the second time. Says it's charging. Look, it's trying to back up again. What the heck? This is weird behavior. Okay, y'all, I don't think this has to be software. Momotion must have pushed a bad update out or something. We got our good Luba here, or our old Luba, I don't even know. The Luba I already had. Let's move it out of the way. See if it'll charge in this other station over here now. Because it did have some trouble in the good charging station too. Which makes me think it's not my problem. Let's see. Go charge. Okay, it's charging. It didn't try to reverse again. Oh, wait, there it goes. Pulled forward. What the heck? So it's doing the same thing on both chargers. Okay, charging. Reversing. Yeah, something is crazy wrong. Let's go back to the other one. Turn it around here. Tell it to reverse in there. Okay, it's charging. It's got a blinky light on top this time. Okay, so that worked. I don't know what's broken. Go right back over here. Reverse into the station. The IR is working because it knows where the station is. That's a guaranteed fact right there. And the green light's flashing, just like the other one. Now it stopped. It still shows charging in the app though. Oh, it's trying to back up. All right, let me go swap power bricks again. We're gonna figure this out, y'all. Just going to swap both of these. Okay, I swapped the power bricks. So now, if it's the power bricks, this one over here should have the problem. Just tell it to go home. See how this flashes. This should work, see? It's not working. Okay. Let's leave manually. Try this one again. It's hard to drive with my phone and a camera in my hand. Okay, return to charge. It's not flashing. I don't know what the problem is here, guys. I've swapped both things. It says it's charging in the app, but nothing's flashing, so I think that's lying to me right now. Nothing is flashing. It says charging. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the other Luba that's completely dead, and I'm gonna put it over here on this charging station. It's plugged into the assumed bad power brick, but the assumed good charging station. We're gonna see what happens here. Now, this Luba is all the way offline, as you can see here. It should power up when I plug in. There it goes. All right, it's powering up. So you can see it's at 0%. The light is flashing. So here's what we're thinking now. Because we're on the assumed bad power brick. Maybe the whole charging station has gone bad and the power brick is still good. I will remove that power station and replace it with this power station and see if everything is okay and hunky-dory. There's the replacement Luba. We're gonna go ahead and tell it to go home. It doesn't know it's heading because I know how to fix that. We gotta drive it manually forward. Let's tell it to go home. I put this charging station back in the exact literal same spot. It's in the same screw holes. So this is the old power brick and the new charging station. And this should work. Everything is flashing. All right, so I think we figured out our problem. It was indeed the old charging station, not the power brick, like everybody thought. So we got it charging on a different charging station now, and it seems to be happy. We'll let it go for a while, and I'll report back to you if it ends up not working. Was it Momotion's fault? No, I don't know. I'm assuming not at the end of this episode. I thought for sure they sent me a dud at the beginning of the episode, but now I don't know. That power cord was pulled pretty tight in the back of that charging station. That could have been the problem. It could have not been the problem. Maybe the charging station just went bad at the exact moment I got a new Luba. So don't know for sure. So this is going to end in a question mark, but everything is working on a new charging station now. Well, Crazypostman here the next day on a screen recording. We got it doing the whole front yard. It is just finishing up area 2 right now. We've been going for 170 minutes and we're down to 32% battery. You can see it's just about to finish up. It's going around the curve at the pond right now. And then I guess it'll just finish and cross straight across and then start here is what I'm guessing it's going to do. We'll see. So it's starting area 1 now at 32%. Let's flip over to the security camera and see if we can spy on it. What it already mowed, it looks pretty good. Yep, there it goes. Right where it's supposed to be. Starting area 2 there. You can see these nice little Luba lines out here. Looking good. We're at 16%, so it's about to return to the charging station. So I'll just leave the screen recording going and we will see if it charges when it gets there. I guess it turns around at 14%, not 15%. There it is. It's arriving at home. Locking on to the IR signal. Reversing in. Let's see this charge symbol up here. There it is. It's charging. Let's see if it stays charging. Oh no. 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 Why is it not charging? Okay, it's charging. Everything is new. The charging base is new. The charging adapter is new. Okay. False alarm. There, we've went up 1%. It's definitely charging. That was scary. Did we get a warning?
Weather alert.
That's not the warning I was talking about. That's funny though. Funny timing. Right cutting disc motor overloaded. I wonder what happened, if it ran over a stick or what. It looks like it's going to charge. I don't know what that was. At that first time it backed in, it didn't charge again. Man, I was about to lose my cool. Editor Crazypostman here. Well, it's the end of this episode. I just finished editing. Luba still hasn't finished this area, but we have a new problem now. I can't get it to continue to work. So it has about 75 minutes remaining. And it's at 93%, so it should be able to finish, no problem. I hit continue working, and it does not continue working. I've tried continuing from this screen out here, continue working, and it won't do nothing. I've tried continuing from this screen. Obviously, y'all just saw me try that, and it won't continue working. Hit this recharge button here just to see if that would do anything. And it wouldn't do anything either. Obviously, it's already recharging. So I don't know what to do. I've closed out the app completely and reopened it. and it still will not continue working. Okay, now I'm going to click it. Nothing. What the heck? If it's not one thing, it's something else. At least we know we're at 82%. Maybe I should hit end and try to start a new one at 82%. We'll try that. So we were area 1 and 2. Confirm. And we want to go to 82%. And we'll preview that. Let's see if we can start this. See if it comes off the charger. There it goes. All right, so I am a problem solver. I don't know what caused that error, but at least we're going to continue on mowing. All right, thanks for watching this episode. If you have a question or a comment, meet me down in the comments. I'll be glad to talk to you. If you like this episode, hit the like button for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.